One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Georgia State Panthers, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The give to the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Yeah, I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed behind the line, it's Burks. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And he'll be brought down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. It forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Takes the easy throw in the flat. There he goes! Bulldozes his way through. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The quick out. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route.
Let's go! Anchor, hold!
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. And they will score! Touchdown, Vandy!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. To the ground with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
It's caught. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Provo. That's caught, it's Pitts. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Trying to do it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Finds his tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown,
this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
He's got the back in the middle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Back to pass, it's Provo. Makes the grab. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's up, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point was good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get to you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Wants to adjust the pattern. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Quickly complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Commodores are rolling down the field. Motion from the wideout. Got his man quickly. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. A great catch and run for 6.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Mississippi State is down, but not out of it. Not with those cowbells ringing inside Davis-Wade Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to South Carolina. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Provo. Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Georgia State jumps back to the line. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Past the 40. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here comes the option. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Rushes on him. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, first and goal.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Looking downfield, it's Provo. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Buys a little time. QB got it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Doors.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they line up the scoreboard covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a man, it's Provo. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
To move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the big tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Turning it on. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, as you know, there is a fight for the Cy-Hawk going on between Iowa and Iowa State, and we finally have a winner. Iowa State delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Ames. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the Big 12. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Provo. Finds his big tight end. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
It's on target and complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Flushed out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Got a wide open receiver. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Using his legs to buy some time. Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see that quarterback make.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive with this. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Vandy. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle. And this offense generates a massive play.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Looking for a man. It's Provo. Got the back over the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Back to pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Wants to keep it in the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, going to the air. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Georgia State comes to the line with a first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Georgia State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield. It's Burks. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. The Commodores really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The run from the shotgun. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Provo. Quick completion on the out. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Snags it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Panthers in the hurry up. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Finds his big tight end. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
That's plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
First down, Commodores.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Dropping back, it's Provo. Going over the top. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
To the air on first down. Going for the big play. And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Georgia State jumps back to the line. Out of the shotgun on third down. Looking deep. He's got it. Touchdown, Panthers! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't...
There he goes! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Burks. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Floating away. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't. For the football, it's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. He makes the catch. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Georgia State jumps back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Provo. Right down the middle. It's caught. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Georgia State now has it in the red zone. From the gun, he leads it with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you've now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And then what a big spot, a big field goal, and he just misses the opportunity to tie this football game. That was needed, fourth quarter. That was a big-time kick. That one might come back to bite him.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout call.
Oh, I hate kicking from the hash, bro. I hate it. I moved it over. Left foot kicker, like I just assumed it would. I hate it.
The Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football maybe, take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
Punt is in the air. Let's see what he can do with it. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. To throw, it's Provo. It's complete to the left. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback moving. The throw. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Back to pass. He'll pull it down. What a great job to get out of there, pick up the first down, get out of bounds, clock stopped, and now they'll reset.
Fourth quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Georgia State now has it in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Provo. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pitts. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. Uncorks it. Touchdown, Georgia State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
I think that's the hardest part about coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have the lead.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit, and they didn't pout, and they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ball game.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses was just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.